Hey, what's up, family? Welcome to Ask to My Aunts.
where we challenge you to stop playing and start pushing.
This right here is my lovely wife, Iana.
And this right here is my boo thing. This is my baby, Ayize, my husband. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We have a question that's coming, and this is a question coming from a sister who is from Israel. Israel? Israel. I don't know how you supposed to say it. Okay, but here's the question, guys. She says, I love watching your show, and I've learned so much from you all, and I'm truly invested in learning how to better my relationship. I'm married and am a part of a blended family. I, at the time, had a 1-year-old little boy, and my husband had 4 children, and over the years, we've had our challenges. But we've always worked through them. But lately, we've been having a big deal, and this is, there's a little bit of a language barrier. We've been having a big deal about the way I dress and what shoes he feels I should or shouldn't wear. I have compromised, or at least I feel I have a lot in this particular area, but he still continues to have a problem with it. And it's really starting to bother me on a level that is becoming unbearable. And I really just need some advice on how to handle this problem where we both come out satisfied. Good question.
That's a really good question. One of the things that it makes me think of is, if I had a problem with what you were doing. I think we did a video back in the day about women wearing like
leggings or something like that.
And stuff like that. And if I had a problem with you and what you were wearing, would you shift it up? Would you switch it up and do something different?
What you think?
I think so. I really do. I mean, I think that a lot of times it depends on how you come at the person, and vice versa. If you had an issue with something that I was wearing, and actually you have expressed that you've had an issue with something that I've been wearing, and you would come at me a certain way, saying like, nah, you can't be wearing that. Don't wear that.
But you were being provocative. You put it on and act like you're going somewhere. Can we tell y'all what we're talking about? Sometimes he'll put shorts on or sweatpants that he knows are like the material is this thin, and they literally make your package bulge out, and he like would walk past me like with a little smile on his face, and I'm like, dude, where are you going? Like, you thought it was funny, so you wasn't planning on wearing that anyway. I mean, here's what I think, just to really be very focused in our answer to you. Some of this really has to be looked at within the context of the values that you share with your husband. And I don't know if in your marriage you really come from a place of wanting to make sure that you cater to and submit to what it is that he feels and what it is that he wants as the head of your house. And we are, myself and my husband, we are what I'd like to call revolutionary married folks. And what I mean by that is that, I don't think there's anything wrong with submitting. I think that that's an okay thing. It is a good thing. It is a part of being a human being. And if you can't submit to someone who's supposed to love you, then you're going to have a hard time in life in general, because submission is a part of the process of being alive if you want to actually make moves in your life. So I don't have any problem with that. At the same time, it is a mutual process. I submit to the God in him, and he submits to the God in me, and we submit to this institution that we're building called our marriage, so that whatever I want can't always be what I get, because marriage calls for something different. At the same time, he doesn't get to define that. And I don't get to define it. We define it together, and we work it out, and we try to work it through together. So let's just get down to the nitty gritty here. You said it's become unbearable for you. And my husband said that he thinks that I would switch it up if he said like, hey, I'm not feeling those jeggings you got on. I probably would.
You would take it into consideration in the beginning.
No, let me.
But if it got to a degree where it became unbearable.
Okay, that's the key thing. And the reason I paused on this, because I want you to understand the type of husband that I have, and the type of respect that he holds for me and my individuality and my independence as a woman. So that has to be present first and foremost. You understand? So he already gives me that. There is no like, kind of coming at me like I'm a child, but let me approve of what you have on today, or I'm not feeling that. There's not that general framework. So the framework should be set in a good, respectful, healthy marriage where the two individuals respect one another in your right to be and to define your space. And so is my husband regularly coming at me, even every now and then saying like, what's up with that? No, he's not. So yeah, I probably would really pause because he don't really have no issues in that area. So let me pause and see what he's talking about, and let me make sure that he's straight and he's okay. But if you are feeling that this is unbearable, it is highly probable that this is something that is a pattern. And I would just ask you to think about your relationship in general, and if there have been other areas in which, you know, your husband is really just trying to put the lock on you and say, you know, you can't do this, or I don't like that, or you need to walk this way or look that way, right? I'm being very simplistic in my language, but I think that at the end of the day, if you found that you're in a relationship with someone, and perhaps sometimes we get in a relationship when we realize we've been a little more not like we want to be than we should be. You know, we've lost our voice. Wait a minute, I was doing that, and when I got with him, I was 24, and now I'm 34, and I'm about tired of that. You know, sometimes we have an awakening and a healing and realize, wait a minute, why am I still dealing with you talking to me like that? You know, why is it that I'm still not using my voice? And so you might have gotten into something and realized that this is not what you signed up for. Or maybe it is what you signed up for, but now you realize that you want something different. And what I would say to you, anytime you use the word unbearable, then a shift has to take place. And first, the shift has to take place within you so that you can then reflect to your husband what it is you think is reasonable and what it is you think that is okay. I don't know that everybody gets to come out happy. Because that's what you said. You said, well, you know, how do we handle this problem where we both come out satisfied? If he's a reasonable man and you're able to express yourself and your need to have independence in your flow throughout the world, and he's able to hear that and feel that and adjust and all of that, because obviously you've been adjusting, then you'll be both okay. And if he's super regulatory though, right? Like, don't try to get brand new wife because you ain't been doing that before. You might have some problems, but that's a part of the process of being married and a part of the process of evolving as a person. The more you know, the more you do. The more you do, the more problems can come to you, but the more success and beauty and progress can come as well. And you just got to take the risk and have the conversation you need to have and recognize that he may not be happy at the end of the day, but you're a woman, you're not a girl. And so I think that anytime something is unbearable, you've got to address it and be honest about it and be reasonable at the same time.
So let me just say this to wrap this up, that, you know, everything that my wife is saying is absolutely accurate. The thing that I want you to really hear and understand is that, you know, as a guy, oftentimes what we want to hear is the reason why. So, you know, we want to know why you want to switch it up, why you want to do something different, why you want to wear what you want to wear. What's the motivation? What's the rationale behind it? And if you can explain that to us in such a way where it feels as though it's not an affront to me personally or to our relationship, if you're not getting brand new, or even if you are getting brand new, just explain to me why.
Change.
Yeah, people change and people have the right to change, but as your husband, he wants to know, why are you wanting to do something different? Why are you wanting to switch it up? Why are you wanting to get more creative, more exploratory? Is this something that I'm not doing? Because again, it's uncomfortable for him. So in order for him to walk this walk with you and go to a space of discomfort, he needs to know why. What's the value in it for him? What's the value in it for you? And I think that once you explain that, and then also be willing to receive his critique, his concerns, his comments, then he'll be more willing to explore it with you. So again, explain why, be receptive to his feedback, don't fall back and don't engage in the conversation. Lift up your voice and explain and express yourself. And in doing that, again, it creates the opportunity for him to be able to better receive and understand the space that you're coming from.
All right. We hope that this has been of help to you. At the end of the day, nothing worth having is easy. So having your voice is important. It won't be easy, but you won't be able to do it if you don't. What, babe?
Stop playing and start pushing.
Bye-bye.